guys, we just about to pull into Wilcannia, the thriving metropolis. Get some video going through town. We're just going to grab a splash of fuel and then going to cross the river, and then on the other side, hook a left, head up to Tilpa. Then, as I said earlier in the video, I'm going to show you a couple of spots that you can go camping and that at. I'm just hitting Barrier Highway now, so if you turn right, you hit Broken Hill, keep going through this town and just keeping on, you'll go through to Cobar, across the Dubbo. But yeah, there's a couple of spots up on the river. They're like farm station stays where they've got really good areas on the river set up for camping and stuff like that. So this is the thriving metropolis. I better do the speed limit. We don't want no police. Say D. Police. Po-po. We ain't afraid no po-po.
Big truck, wow.
So yeah, we're going to cruise up there. I'll show you a couple of those properties. We'll go through Tilpa. We'll video through Tilpa, and then Louth. I want to see Kath. She's a really cool chick that owns Shindy's Inn. She used to work there for a long time before she actually bought the pub. So we'll catch up with Kath, and then later on today we'll go back through to Cobar, which is where we're based. If anyone's coming through Cobar, just pop us a line and we might even be able to catch up with you. So I'm going to grab some fuel, show through town there. Oops. Not much of town. There is a golf club here as well. You can just go up this road here on the left. But yeah, we'll grab some diesel. And just around, if you're looking straight ahead, this is the only servo in town, but if you're looking straight ahead where that cop car is, where he's turning to the right, there's actually a cafe there, which is pretty good. So but this is not the town you want to stay in, not being rude, but this is not the town you want to stay in at night. So yeah, anyways, we'll get a little bit of footage just as we cross the river. Once we get started again, I'm just going to grab some fuel and go from there. Right, so we just got gas there. You can get just down here, there's a cafe in Wilcannia. It's pretty good. We didn't use it this time.
Ticker.
But we had to go over the Darling River here.
Darling River, okay. Oh.
So a fair bit of water in it now. Wasn't that much here a few weeks back. We come through here. We flew back to Australia in September, and it was like a puddle coming through there. We cut from Ivanhoe across here, and then yeah, there wasn't much going on, but for now it's still all that water coming down from Queensland. So yeah, so right, we're going to cruise up here. We're just on the eastern side of town now, heading directly east, and there's a road off here on the river flats here that goes up to Tilpa and Louth. So I'll get some we'll get some footage on the way up there. Mileage for the trip so far, just for anyone that's curious, on the Ranger, I've been sort of sitting anywhere between 80 and 100 kilometres an hour the whole way. We do have, 4 people in the car or 3.5 people in the car, plus a 50 kilo dog and a bunch of bits and pieces in the back. But yeah, not too bad. We're doing about 9.4 at the moment is what we've averaged. So yeah,
Gone now.
We'll fill you in as the whole trip goes as to what we got out of mileage as well. But yeah, just up here we're going to hook a left. If we stayed straight, get to Emmendale, which is just on the right hand side. It's just basically a little truck stop. You can buy a few beers there and that if you want. Get the missus to drive so you fellas can sit back and relax. And then yeah, then you hit Cobar. So but they're in a hurry. Probably hit a skippy. So that's the road. Yeah, we'll fill in as we get further up towards Tilpa and Louth. We'll go from there. Righto. So we're cruising cruising up the wilcannia-tilpa-louth road. It actually says it's shut, but and we've been around some of the signs, but I know a few people along here, and when we get further up we'll make some decisions. If it's going to be any wet patches, I'll just turn around and go back to the freeway, but I think we'll be right. I think there'll be no muddy spots. The road's had some maintenance done to it as well. They just haven't got the signs up yet, but we'll see how we go. There's this flat channel country. You get those bits of overflow creek and that, and the roads are often near them, so there's a fair bit of water coming down the Darling. So we'll have a look. We might even I've got a mate that lives just near Tilpa, on a property out here. I just run into another mate I haven't seen for 20 years back at the survey. He owns a property out here as well, but yeah, we should be pretty right, I think. So, but as always, if the roads are wet, don't travel on them. Keep them in good shape for the cockies. There's nothing worse. So, anyways, yeah, have a look at some of the country. It's pretty nice. These roads, actually, this road in particular, it's like going along the Carrathul Road, stuff like that. If it's wet, it's almost impossible to stay on the crest of the road, and you'll end up in the ball drain, and you will end up bald. So, but we'll see how we go. But at the moment, yeah, we're steady sailing. So, yeah. What do you think, Jack? What did you see today? You see pigs? Yeah. Kangaroos? Yeah. Emus? Yeah. Birds? Goats? So both the kids are still with us. So the American kid and the...
I'm here to entertain little Jack.
Yeah, so anyways, yeah, sit back guys, enjoy a bit of the footage from out here, and what do you got there? Rubes?
Good.
Hey? Nothing? What? Nothing at all?
Yeah.
No? Alright.
Wow.
Very shy. Yeah, righto guys, well I'm a bit of a hypocrite. I said that I wouldn't drive through any creeks, but we got far enough up towards Louth. I jumped out and actually walked through a couple with no shoes on, just to make sure they were the crossings I thought that did have gravel in the bottom, which they did, and also how deep they were, and that one was rather cold and getting the balls deep. So anyways, yeah, we just rolled through them really slow. If it was this soil that we're driving on now, you wouldn't even bother, especially the car with no winch and that, but more so just for wrecking the roads. But no, they were the crossings that as you know, I've been through a lot before, so the crossings with gravel in them. So I just made sure that it hadn't washed out or anything like that, and walked through it, and then we were able to just roll through them, no problem at all. Still a couple up here that we may or may not get through, but regardless, we can just turn around and go back out onto Wilcannia. But we're over 100k up here now, so a bit of mucking around. But yeah, there's the scenery, heading up the eastern side of the Darling, and yeah, it's just a beautiful part of the world. Good pig hunting out here. I'm a really keen pig hunter, and I love getting out this way. So just got to be careful. There's washouts on the road. May or may not see some here in a bit, but because the water's just been running off the road in one spot like here, they can be quite deep, so, and quite wide. So just be careful with them when you're cruising through here. Yeah, if you ever get the chance, come to the Tilpa pub and then go to the Louth pub and then drop in Cobar and say g'day. Yeah, g'day guys, we've made it to Tilpa. Got through the few creek crossings that I wasn't going to cross, but no, that was really good. There was no danger of messing roads up and everything. The Tilpa Hotel. Good places, hey. I've been here for, we tried to work it out, 12 years I think. It's a really good spot. Can I have a beer? Can I get another skewer of gold, please, mate? Another schooner of gold, please. Thank you. Great place. Oh, look, the Americans doing videos as well. The shaggy dog. Love shaggy dogs. Good pegging dogs. I might have seen some false advertising here as well. That's how the river's up. She's flowing good. Apparently there's crocodiles in this one. I doubt that very much. But anyways, if we get out here, it's a great place to hang out. Really great place to hang out. So, it's a temperature today. 23, 22 and a half. But yeah, this is the Tilpa. Yeah, 12 years I believe it's been since I've been here, so. It's pretty cool. Blue's still hanging in there. We'll let him off for a swim in a bit. He's been very good. Hey mate. Hey, you been good? Yeah buddy. Alright, signing out. We'll be in Louth next. We'll head up there now. Take it easy. Hey, righto everybody, or should I say, good luck everybody! We have an Asian driver in the Outback. It's scary when they get in the car and do this before they want to drive. Jack? Good luck everybody!
Bye-bye.
Yeah?
Good luck, everybody.
Ruby?
Good luck, everybody.
How many indicate I have to give to change 8 lane? None?
None.
Okay, good luck everybody. We shouldn't pull the piss out of her, she's doing good. She's got her L's now. Yeah.
In fact, I got so much confidence in Ruby that I'm not even wearing a seatbelt.
Really? That's illegal, D. Come on. Yeah, no, we're still travelling up the road to Louth here. We're going to show you some of these. I just took the opportunity while I was sitting in the other seat for a bit to have a quiet beverage. Got a CC and dry. But yeah, we're just having a bit of a relax and cruise along. We're only going steady. And we met some caravanners that come through here. This side of the road they said was really good. As I said, back down there between Wilcannia and Tilpa was a bit ordinary in a couple of spots. But yeah, we got here. He's got a kayak that looks like way too much work. But yeah, the amount of travellers at this time of year, it's amazing. Eh? It probably saves the Outback pubs from staying alive. I'm actually going to make some inquiries when I get back in relation to the Wanaring Hotel. It's up for lease. No one's in there, so someone should be. So yeah, go from there. What else can I tell you? Not a lot. We're just cruising along. It's been a really good trip actually. We've done a good loop. We'll try and get a picture of a map and show you. We sort of did a square from Cobar, Burke, Wanaring, White Cliffs, Wilcannia, go across a little bit, up the River Road, the Darling, and then just back to Cobar. But we'll end up doing about, in 2 days, and we just rolling along, as you can see, 70k an hour now. We'd probably run about 1,050k. Now, if I was doing it with my caravan attached to the back and didn't have anything to do, well, I'd make that a 4, 5, 6, 7 day trip. You know, there's so many things to see, especially in White Cliffs, some camping out at the back of the river there at Wanaring on the Peru, and same at Tilpa there. Spend 2 days at Tilpa, you'd have a great time. So for anyone that's not been through this part of the world, yeah, I've got a bit of a crossing coming up here. You might see some water across the road or very near to the road. I suspect we will. Some nice footage for you here. If there's any kangaroos on the road, good luck, everybody. Yeah. It's funny. Anyways, yeah, beautiful. You don't often see it like this, eh? So it's nice to see it. I was actually, I can't remember what year it was, but I was up in Queensland and I got to see Big Red. I was sitting on Big Red and watching the water running through the middle of those sand dunes there on the way to town. It was just, well, from the bottom of base of Big Red, and it was, you know, fence post deep. It was amazing. So I wish I did something about it back then as far as videos like this goes, but you know, I'll get better at doing these videos as well, and we'll start getting some cameras set up on different parts of the car and things like that. And once we get the car with a rhubar and a winch and a lift kit, and then we'll start
a drone and get some aerial footage.
Oh, I don't know if I'm good enough. I can fly real choppers and planes, but I'm not sure if I can handle those drone things. You might be the drone man. Hang on, there he is.
Hey.
Yeah, you have to get into that.
Everybody. Yeah, we'll get ourselves a drone, fly that around, get some aerial footage. Yeah, but it's absolutely beautiful out here in the Outback. This is just wonderful country. If you ever get a chance to come out here, yeah, do yourself a favor. Do come out here, spend a few days, do some camping, do whatever. You know, each of these pubs that we go to, every single one of them has their own unique personality. And Tilpa was really cool. I really enjoyed that one.
It is a different pub. Hey, and what Dee said too, even if you're based in Sydney, if you take a one solid day and start in Cobar or something like that, so do one 600 or 700k drive, have a rest, and then do your trip from there. You know, like go to Burke and spend a couple of days looking around. Yeah, Burke's a bit of a tough one, you know, as to stay in that, but if you got your own camper, you can stay anywhere out of town on a river and you know, have a good camping spot. And a 4 or 5 day trip out here, doing the exact loop we just did, is a really good loop, eh? So that'd be pretty cool. And you don't need to take up weeks and weeks of your time. So, you know, whether you're working in the city on a regular job or anything like that, it's not, you know, not chewing up too much of your holiday pay or anything like that. But yeah. How's the drive, babe? Yeah, it's good. Oh, gee. Anyways, we'll leave you for now. That's enough crapping on. And we'll video you when I get to these properties and then go from there.
So this is Dunlop Station. So you can do a homestay, store and sharing shed tour at 11:30 a.m. Rivers, campsites, fishing, birds watching, and photography.
Do you think the birds are in bikinis or different type of birds?
I think they are taking a walk back in the history. So I don't know. That's the questions that I can answer, Savage.
Right.
Yeah, so nice, huh?
But yeah, no, that's the second place we're going to show you. There's a bunch of them out here, but really good camping and fishing all the way along the river here. We're only a couple of minutes out of Louth. So yeah, what's beeping?
Your seatbelt.
But yeah, so that was the second one we wanted to show you and put in this video, just because they are really well equipped places, and you know, they've been doing it a while, so they'll give you good facilities. If you need any help, you know, they're easy to access, the owners and stuff like that. Whereas when you see, once I get this full drive decked out, we're going to be in places so remote, it's not funny. And we'll be, you know, 10, 12, 14 days without anything. But, you know, when you're carrying 2 and 3 65 or, you know, up to 100 or 95 litre fridges, we're going to be going for a while, so off-grid for a while. So I can't say off-grid because that's, what's his name, Graham Dale or whatever, Graham, 24/7 off-grid or some shit. But anyways, yeah. We haven't got a vehicle set up to do that yet, but in the coming months you'll see that. Bear in mind, we've got these world records to do, so you know, I've got to spend time practicing for them as well. We might even get a little bit of footage and chuck on the website for the world records for the jumping and stuff. So, but anyways, we'll head to the Louth pub now and we'll go from there. Enjoy. Yeah, righto guys, that's Trilby Station. So, you know, they've got, you're on the river, it's only just there, a few hundred yards in, but cottages and campsites and powered sites and yeah, just, you know, drives and everything. So go and check that out. It's a wonderful, wonderful part of the world. This, as I said, this loop, you can come one day out from Sydney on a Friday and then come and see here and then be back on the Monday. It's pretty cool. So on the cameras on this end, I didn't know which end to look at. But anyways, yeah. Hang on, we're gonna get the zoom off. Let's go. Hello.
All right.
So yeah, that's a really cool place to stay at. I've actually hunted pigs out here, but I know the property pretty well. But yeah, it's a great place for people from Sydney or Melbourne to come up. As I said, the one-day drive to Cobar, have a couple of days camping on the river, unwind. We've just hit the tar now, so pretty good. We're not far from Louth. We'll go from there. Catch you at the pub. We're back in Louth. That'll happen very quickly. Plenty of wood. Oh, look at the old houseboat over there.
Oh. Yeah. Not really sit in the camera.
Look at everybody, my houseboat up on rocks.
Yeah, that doll house. Yeah.
Any water coming down.
That's down now.
Righto, so if you look ahead, we'll just turn right here and this is where the pub is. It's actually dropped quite a bit since we were here last week.
Yeah.
It was up to, you can see what it was up to there.
Yeah, it's
Dropped miles, yet down
though.
towards Wilcannia it's still building as we went through those creeks. But yeah, the grey nomads are out. We're going to be one of them shortly, and I'm grey.
So this is the
Here's
pub.
what it is.
Send this in.
It's a
They
great
can show
place
us
to
today.
have a feed. Come and see Kath. I need to see her anyways for our motorcycle world records and housing some people here. So yes, it's an hour and a bit to Cobar, but we're expecting 10,000 people, so we need her help. So we're going to go and have a feed. We might even get some video. Rubes, if you want to walk in and do a video through in the pub without stopping, I'll get Jack and Dallas, or I'll do it. Righto.
I'll take care of Jack. I got him.
Let's do it. How'd you go, Blue? Good drive? Was that a good drive, mate? Did you drink all your water? Yep, and you ate all your chips. That's a healthy diet for a dog, isn't it? A few people here. Little Jack's happy. Pretty good doorbell, that. Oh, great pub this. How are you, mate? Poke along. Righto. This is it, Shindy's in. That's a really cool place. Love this part of the world. Grew up out here, so it's awesome. Western New South Wales. Don't think I'm going to be stealing them in a hurry. Cruise around here. So there's 40 people in the town of Louth that live here, and 8 kids. So yeah, I'm going to get some fuel in a bit. Otherwise I'm going to have about 50 k's left, and I don't like pulling off the bottom of my tank. So but watch this and got through the whole thing. Thank you very much. Please like and subscribe. We'll get these videos better, and we'll get more cameras and angles and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, but it doesn't go unnoticed, so thank you. just over this hill in front of us, and we're into Cobar. So we'll piece all this together and make it all, well, good for us. But we'll get some cameras and different angles, and you know, we'll get better at it, obviously. We'll put a link to Dallas, the Americans page, Yank versus Outback, if you just want to go on YouTube and look for Yank versus Outback. Actually shows a bunch of stuff from in Thailand. Yeah, we'll go from there. Next trip, as I said, we'll probably be around, might do a rip through down to Cobar, down to Ivanhoe, and then into Menindee. So if anyone wants to see Menindee Lakes or Bunga National Park or anything like that, let us know. I've been through there heaps of times. So yeah, we might stop and actually show you some of the fossils and stuff like that. Just let us know what you want to see, and we'll go from there. But for now, goodbye. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. I've said that a bunch of times. And yeah, stay safe, drive safe, be safe, and we'll go from there. Thank you very much.